Welcome to our countdown of the 10 most unusual football stadiums in the world. Now, I know what you're thinking, John, I like football just fine. But what I really love are spreadsheets and ASMR videos of people folding laundry. Well, buckle up because these stadiums are so visually outlandish, so architecturally confusing, that you won't even remember what sport they're built for. Get ready to be amazed by some of the most unique and extraordinary venues where the beautiful game is played. And by beautiful game, I mean, in this case, the game that takes place in front of scenery that'll make your jaw drop. First up, we're heading south of the border to Mexico, where everything is either a delicious taco or a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This, my friends, is the Estadio BBVA Bancomer, home to CF Monterrey. And look, I'm not saying that most stadiums don't have a certain concrete charm. But this place, nestled against the dramatic backdrop of the Cerro de la Silla mountain range, looks like something out of a Bond villain's fever dream. And just when you thought it couldn't get any more extra, the stadium itself boasts this sleek, modern design, with these sweeping curves and futuristic vibes. It's like the architects were given an unlimited budget and told to make it look like aliens might land there. And honestly, mission accomplished. Next, we're traveling to the Faroe Islands, a group of islands so rugged, so windswept, they make Iceland look like a tropical getaway. And nestled amongst these dramatic landscapes, you'll find Svangasgard Stadium. Now, this isn't just some pitch haphazardly thrown together. Oh no, this is a FIFA-approved stadium with a capacity of over 6,000, which, when you consider that the entire population of the Faroe Islands is roughly 50,000, is pretty impressive. But the real showstopper here is the view. Imagine, if you will, cheering on your team while towering cliffs rise up on one side, and the vast expanse of the North Atlantic stretches out on the other. It's enough to make you forget all about the biting wind and horizontal rain, almost. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to witness a stadium so precariously perched, it makes mountain goats nervous. Say hello to Stadion Gospin Dolak in Croatia, a testament to the human desire to play football literally anywhere. Carved into the side of a cliff, this stadium offers views that are, frankly, terrifying. I mean, one misplaced pass, one rogue gust of wind, and that ball is going to end up in next week. And don't even think about asking a ball boy to retrieve it, but hey, at least the home team has the advantage. They train here, they know the terrain, they've probably lost a ball or two themselves. It's like their own personal, extremely vertical home turf advantage. Chapter 4, Otmar Hitzfeld Stadium, Thin Air, High Stakes. We're ascending to new heights, both literally and metaphorically, with our next stadium, Otmar Hitzfeld Stadium in Switzerland. Now, I'm not one for heights. In fact, I get lightheaded standing on a chair, but even I have to admit there's something awe-inspiring about a football pitch nestled high in the Swiss Alps. This, my friends, is the highest altitude football stadium in Europe, sitting over 6,500 feet above sea level, which means players aren't just battling their opponents, they're battling the thin air, the dizzying views, and the very real possibility of altitude sickness. It's basically the Hunger Games of football, but with fondue instead of weapons. Chapter 5, ID Stadium, proof that football can survive anything, even paradise. Remember the Faroe Islands? Of course you do. How could you forget a place that looks like a Viking postcard come to life? With its rugged cliffs, rolling green hills, and the endless expanse of the ocean, it's a place that seems almost too beautiful to be real. Well, we're going back, this time to the village of Edi, and its charmingly named Edi Stadium. Nestled in this quaint coastal village, the stadium is a true gem, offering not just a game of football, but an experience that blends sport with nature. Now, this isn't just any old pitch with a view. It's a place where the beauty of the natural world meets the passion of the game. Oh no, this stadium is perched right on the edge of the ocean, with waves crashing against the cliffs just beyond the goalposts. The sound of the waves adds a dramatic soundtrack to every match played here. It's the kind of place where you can watch a game, then pop over for a spot of puffin watching at halftime. The local wildlife adds an extra layer of charm to the whole experience. And if you're really lucky, you might even catch a glimpse of the northern lights during an evening match. Imagine the sky lighting up in brilliant colors as you cheer for your team. Just try not to get so distracted by the scenery that you forget to actually, watch the game. It's a place where the beauty of nature and the thrill of football come together in perfect harmony. Chapter 6. the float at Marina Bay, because who needs solid ground anyway? Hold on to your monocles because we're about to dive into the luxurious world of Singapore, a place where even the football stadiums are overachievers. This, my friends, is not your average pitch. This is the float at Marina Bay, a floating platform that's larger than a football pitch, and has hosted everything from concerts to, you guessed it, football matches. Imagine, if you will, the sheer logistical nightmare of building a stadium that's essentially a very large, very stable raft, and yet, here it is, defying gravity and common sense in equal measure. It's like the love child of a football pitch and a cruise ship, and honestly, I'm here for it. Chapter 7. We're heading back to Croatia, a country that's clearly not content with just one jaw-droppingly scenic stadium. This beautiful nation, known for its stunning Adriatic coastline and rich cultural heritage, is also home to some of the most picturesque football venues in the world. This time we're checking out Stadion Contrita, home to HNK Rijeka. Nestled between the rugged cliffs and the shimmering sea, this stadium is a true gem. Now this stadium is proof that you don't need fancy architecture or a remote location to be memorable. The charm of Stadion Contrita lies in its unique setting and the passionate fans who fill its stands. Sometimes all you need is a healthy dose of how did they even build that. The construction of this stadium is a marvel in itself, blending seamlessly with the natural landscape. Perched precariously between a steep cliff and the Adriatic Sea, Stadion Contrita offers views that are, frankly, distracting. The juxtaposition of the natural elements with the sporting action creates an atmosphere unlike any other. I mean, how are you supposed to focus on a penalty kick when you've got the glittering expanse of the Adriatic on one side and sheer rock face on the other? It's a visual feast that competes for your attention with the game itself. It's enough to make you want to grab a beach towel and a pair of binoculars instead of a foam finger. The experience at Stadion Contrita is as much about soaking in the breathtaking scenery as it is about watching the beautiful game. Chapter 8. Henningsvær Stadium, football on the edge of the world. Pack your longship and your coziest sweater because we're sailing north to Henningsvær Stadium in Norway, a place so remote, so breathtakingly beautiful, it makes you want to learn how to say Fjord properly. This, my friends, is what happens when Vikings get really into football. Located on a tiny island in the Lofoten archipelago, this stadium is surrounded by towering mountains, crystal-clear waters, and more picturesque fishing villages than you can shake a stick at. It's the kind of place where you half expect to see a mermaid pop up in the goal, or a sea monster emerge from the depths to challenge the referee to a duel. It's football on the edge of the world and it's absolutely glorious. Chapter 9. Estadio, Municipal de Braga, proof that explosives can be used for good. We're traveling to Portugal now, a land of delicious pastries, melancholic fado music, and apparently stadiums carved into mountainsides. Portugal is a country rich in culture and history, where every corner tells a story and every meal is a celebration. But today, we're focusing on a different kind of marvel. Behold, the Estadio Municipal de Braga, a testament to human ingenuity, engineering, and probably a whole lot of dynamite. This stadium is not just a place for sports, it's a symbol of what can be achieved when creativity meets determination. This architectural marvel is built into the side of Monte Castro, with one stand overlooking the pitch and the other literally carved into the rock face. Imagine the precision and effort required to create such a structure, seamlessly blending nature and modern design. It's like something out of Indiana Jones, except instead of booby traps and ancient artifacts, there are concession stands and very confused-looking pigeons. The juxtaposition of rugged natural beauty and modern amenities makes it a unique experience for visitors. And the best part? The open end of the stadium offers stunning panoramic views of the city of Braga. Whether you're a football fan or not, the scenery alone is worth the visit. It's enough to make you want to burst into spontaneous applause, even if you have no idea what's happening on the pitch. The atmosphere is electric, and the sense of community is palpable, making every visit memorable. Chapter 10, Timsa Arena, don't worry, it's not going to bite. And finally we arrive at our final destination, a stadium so unique, so utterly bonkers, it could only exist in a world where up is down and cats chase lasers. Welcome to the Timsa Arena in Turkey, a stadium that's, well, it's shaped like a crocodile. Yes, you heard me correctly, a crocodile. Now, I'm not an architect, but I'm pretty sure that when you're designing a building, especially one where thousands of people will gather, make it look like a giant reptile isn't usually at the top of the list. And yet, here it is, in all its toothy glory. It's bizarre, it's audacious, and honestly, I kind of love it. Outro, that's it. Go outside, or watch more videos. So there you have it. 10 football stadiums that prove that sometimes, the journey is just as important as the destination. Or, in this case, the stadium is just as entertaining as the game itself. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to find a stadium shaped like a giant rubber ducky, because why not? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing content. See you next time.